every one of us having an aim that we want to be in a better position over a period of time. Every one of us includes individual person, companies, organization, any institutions, so on and so forth. So if we want to be in a better position over a period of time, it is mandatory for us to have a quality check over a period of time. So in this discussion, we are going to discuss one such concept, what we call as benchmarking. Greetings to all of you. We will move to this discussion. So here, we are going to discuss something about benchmarking. What is this benchmarking is all about? The benchmarking is nothing but setting a standard and working towards to achieve the standard, to have a better quality, better improvement, better progress, and be in a better position. Comparatively, all the companies will have this urge to have this benchmarking to overcome and fix their own benchmarking setups over a period of time. So it is very much important for us, and that too in this pandemic days, this benchmarking plays an important role to see where we want to be in a near future or near new normal. So what is this benchmarking is all about? For our better understanding, just in a simple words, benchmarking is nothing but a set standards, a standard, a quality standard. So it is our prime duty to achieve that standard, and after achieving that, we will not stop over there. After that, we want to move to the next level of benchmarking. So benchmarking is again a never-ending process. How long ever you want to have a quality circle, then you want to fix your benchmarking according to that. So here we go with the general definition. What is benchmarking is all about? Benchmarking is the process of studying and adapting the best practices of competing organizations to improve their own performances. What is happening in and around our competitors? What is happening in and around the market? What is the new technology? What is the new process which is being available there in the market? And what are all the new skill sets which are available to enhance our labors? What are all the different ways to reduce the cost? What are all the new ways to introduce the innovations in our product? All these things comes under studying, and it's not stopping over there. Adapting to what you're studying, you want to adapt and you want to have a best practice in your organization to achieve a set benchmark. It serves as a cornerstone for efficient and effective optimal performances. A level of benchmark is the identity where you want to be in the near future. So it is definitely a milestone. Every benchmark is a milestone to an individual, companies, all the people. And you are the sole responsible person to achieve that benchmarks. Benchmarking identifies performances, gap between firms' own practices and best practices in the industry. For example, if I am a labor-oriented industry, I am much concentrated over the labor-intensive industry. But in my market space, there are more machine-oriented, automated-oriented industries are there. So the gap between me, what I am practicing in my industry, and what is happening in a market is having some gap which is called as automation. So I want to set a benchmark to have an automated setup to have a competitive edge over the market. So this is what simple benchmarking is all about. So what are all the features of benchmarking? Establish realistic goals and objectives. See, whenever you're planning, the planning should be benchmark it's a pre-planned thing which want to be realistic and want to be achievable. So you want to set a realistic goal and the objective want to be attained. Gates, strategy, structure, and tactical action plan. It is not only setting up of benchmarks, it is very much necessary to identify how you can going to achieve those benchmarks. That is again a difficult task. Provide awareness of best practices, what is happening inside, internally and outside. So that is very much important. You want to be up to date what is happening in the market, what is happening in a competitor's premises. What are all the new technologies adapted by those people? So that is also an important practice which we can able to know these gaps. What is this called as a gaps from doing the benchmarks. Focus resources on high impact opportunities where you have a high potential. Utilize those potentials and set another heights of benchmarks, which will help to improve your quality standards as well. Determines the true measure of productivity and cost control. This benchmarking helps us to identify the true productivity process, and it helps to reduce the cost as well. It reduces the cost as well. But you want to identify the potential area where you can focus upon. That is very much important. A firm to attain a competitive position. Once you set the benchmark, you achieve it, and again set another benchmark, achieve it. So obviously, you will not come down from your benchmarks once you attain that. So it is also a prime duty to maintain the same level. Firm to attain a competitive position. Yes, of course, once you started revamping yourself with the quality enhancements, obviously you will be competitively advantaged. Obtain a clear understanding of competitors and customers. Yes, of course, once you go with the process and customer benchmarking, quality benchmarking, obviously you come to know where your customers are stands and where your competitor customers are stands. And you come to know the customer loyalty through your quality services. To gather information regarding best practices of competitors. Yes, of course, we come to know that what are all the other practices which are following, and out of which are all the best practices we can adapt in our own industry to have a good benchmarking system. It is a part of total quality process. Yes, of course, if you move on with the same kind of traditional processes, obviously one day you become obsolete and one day you will be thrown out of the market. If you have to sustain in a market, obviously this benchmarking helps you to do that. What are all the different types of benchmarking? There are different types of benchmarking which talks about product benchmarking, process benchmarking, strategic benchmarking, performance benchmarking, internal benchmarking, and external benchmarking. Each one set the standard according to the name as it is mentioned. Product benchmarking, any new innovations, if you could able to adapt it, you can do that. Any process, set of processes, as I said earlier, I am more labor intensive. If I want to go to automation, you can do that. Strategical way, the way how you're doing in that process, if you want to change, you can change that and have good benchmarking. Performances, attainment of performances. This again need a good hard working to achieve the performances. For that, you want to have a good resources, internal benchmarking, internal strategies, internal persons, HR, resources, everything. And by the same way, external. So with that note, I'll stop here. We will see the next discussion. Thank you.